Hey everybody, hope you guys are doing well. My name is Caleb. I am a lead therapist with the Kellin Foundation and I'm here to talk about mindfulness. So this is Wandering Minds. We are in, I think it's week 6 now. So that's pretty great. I'm excited to continue this. I hope it's been helpful for you. Um, and I hope that, in practicing this, you've maybe noticed some changes or shifts in how your body handles stress or anxiety. I think mindfulness can be a really helpful tool. I say this every week, and it's for anybody. I think it's a great skill, and there's a lot of just hard things going on right now, um, and so I think being present is not easy, but um, I think that practicing mindfulness can be one way that we can try to manage some of the stress, some of the sadness, some of the grief that we're all feeling right now. Um, so I would encourage you guys to try it, check it out. Um, Over the last 5 weeks, we've done just like an introduction to mindfulness. We've talked about how to manage distraction. We've talked about progressive muscle relaxation, walking meditations, um, and last week we did a compassion meditation. This week we're going to do another compassion meditation, which will be similar. Um, and so I hope that it's helpful for you guys. So before I get started, just wanted to really quickly say, please comment below with any questions or concerns that you have. Let me know if you need any clarification on these things. Feel free to share with your friends, post in the comments, hit the like button. Let me know that this is helping you out. I'd love to hear from you guys. So please give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from y'all. So today, we talked about compassion meditations last time. And something that I was thinking of yesterday as I was kind of getting ready for this was that we take our minds everywhere with us. So I heard that from another meditation that I was doing just for myself. And man, that really struck me, and it reminded me of another idea. So we take our minds everywhere with us, no matter where we go. And this quote by Confucius came to mind when I heard that, and it says, "No matter where you go, there you are." Um, and I think that's a really um, interesting quote. I think it's something that I think about a lot because I think we sometimes glamorize the idea of moving to a new place or traveling or going to a new destination. And I think that's great. Those are all great things. And at the same time, if we are anxious and stressed at home, a lot of times when we go to these new locations, we're still going to be anxious and stressed. No matter where we go, there we are, right? So we're still there and we're still carrying that stress with us. Or those negative thoughts or that, difficult body image or a low self-esteem, no matter where we go, there we are. And so I think when we talk about compassion and showing compassion to ourselves, when we slow down and say, okay, I want to, rather than continue these negative thoughts, let me actually just be where I am right now and try to shift some of these thoughts and think about myself more positively and practice some acceptance. I think that can make a dramatic difference. And so when we're talking about compassion meditation, I think using care and kindness for yourself and taking care of yourself, using kind thoughts that to affirm yourself, I think is really helpful. So my first kind of thought with that is, our thoughts stay with us. So no matter where we go, there we are, and our thoughts are there too. So what kind of thoughts are you having about yourself? Are you thinking positively about who you are, and do you have a good self-esteem, or are you beating yourself up every time you make a mistake? And I think compassion meditations are about shifting that self-image and just being kind to ourselves. My next point is that we can change our thoughts. They're not, just because we might have a lot of negative thoughts doesn't mean that we can't shift those things and change them when we want to. It takes practice. It's like a muscle. The more you exercise, the stronger your body gets, and the more you develop positive thinking skills, the easier those become. And then after this meditation, I would just kind of encourage you guys to write down some things that, some positive affirmations that you can use to think more positively of yourself. So what I have seen, one of my coworkers, she has this in her office, and it just says, "I can do hard things." And I think that's a great place to start. It doesn't have to be elaborate. It doesn't have to be, something that your psychologist or your therapist told you. Something that you came up with for yourself, and just something as simple as saying to yourself, "I can do hard things," is a great way to start using some positive affirmation for yourself. So that would be my action step. And if you guys want to also just comment on that in the comments, that would be awesome. Just sharing positive affirmations that for you are helpful. I would love to hear them. So we're going to go ahead and start this compassion meditation. And there's a lot of different elements to this. And so I'm going to try to capture all of them as we go. And I'm going to try to go slowly. And if there's one piece of this meditation that really stands out to you that you like, maybe just stay there. You don't have to continue the meditation, but you can just stay where you are and continue to breathe, or continue to focus on these different elements that I'll kind of bring up and point out as we go. So I hope that you just notice those things, take your time, go slowly. This is for you just as much as it is for anyone else. And so I hope you find it helpful. So yeah, let's get started. So, whenever I start a meditation, I know I've said this so many times, but, put your feet flat on the ground and go ahead and settle your hands on your lap. Let your shoulders relax. And go ahead and take a few deep breaths in and exhale slowly. And I'll say with these longer meditations, sometimes it's helpful after you take a few deep breaths to go ahead and let your breath kind of equalize and stabilize, I guess, and come to just a normal rhythm, not necessarily breathing any more deeply than you might normally. I learned this meditation from a friend of mine, and I think it was one of the first ones that I ever did that really stood out to me as helping change my thoughts about myself. So as you inhale and exhale slowly, settle down in your chair. Notice the ground beneath your feet holding you up. And as you inhale and exhale, I'd like you to imagine or picture an elevator. And that elevator, as you inhale, is moving up to your chest. And then as you exhale, that elevator is slowly moving back down to your belly button. So kind of a fun image to hold in your mind there. So as you inhale, that elevator travels up slowly to your chest, and then as you exhale, that elevator moves back down to your belly button. So continue to breathe slowly, inhale and exhale, and just picture that elevator moving up and down with each breath. One of the first elements I'd like you to notice is that you can control the speed of the elevator. So as you inhale, you can choose to inhale quickly and let the elevator move quickly up to your chest. And as you exhale, you can exhale quickly as well and let the elevator move quickly down. Or you can slow it down as much as you want to. So notice that you have control over the elevator, and you can control the speed at which it moves, either with your breath or just with your mind. So continue to breathe, watching that elevator travel up and down. Notice if you can speed it up and slow it down when you want to. And once you feel comfortable with that, if you want to stay there, you can. Or if you want to continue with the visualization, go ahead and just imagine opening the doors of the elevator as it travels up and down. And maybe see yourself in the elevator. notice how you're standing in the elevator, or maybe you're sitting down. And as you see yourself there, show yourself compassion and kindness. As you see yourself inside the elevator, as you inhale and exhale slowly, see if there's anyone else that you want to let join you inside the elevator. So maybe it's a friend, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's a pet that you care about. Invite them into the elevator and imagine other people just coming around you with acceptance and love, just growing as you add different people into that circle with you, into that elevator. As you inhale and exhale, just notice how you're feeling. Notice how others are feeling towards you. Notice their acceptance and love of you, and let that acceptance resonate with you. Continue to breathe, letting that elevator move up and down. Let yourself receive the unconditional love and acceptance that you are feeling from those around you. When you're ready, you can close the doors of the elevator, just holding that image in your mind of love and acceptance from others, feeling that warmth spread throughout your body, holding that elevator as you inhale and exhale, and you picture it just traveling from your belly button up to your chest and then back down. Feel the love and acceptance that comes from the place of others being with you and seeing you and knowing you. Continue to breathe, and as you breathe, you can go ahead and let the elevator slowly fade from your visualization. Begin to just focus more on your breath. Notice your fingers and toes. Maybe open your eyes and just notice your surroundings. And when you're ready, you can come out of that meditation. I hope that was helpful for you guys. It's a little bit different than last week, but I think practicing a compassion meditation like that and just allowing yourself to feel love and acceptance, even in this small way, can be such a powerful thing to just soften our hearts, and I think show compassion for ourselves and for those that we let into our lives. I hope you guys found this helpful. Please comment below. Share any kind of positive affirmation that you feel like is helpful and maybe would be helpful to others. What are some things that you guys do to kind of show compassion for yourself through the week and carry with you compassion and acceptance for who you are? I'd love to hear those things in the comments. And I will be back here next week. Next week we'll start doing a guided imagery. And so this was kind of like that. And it'll be somewhat similar next week. So hope that will be exciting to you guys. And thank you for joining me. I'll see you guys next week.